Okay, hello. Welcome to Girls Empowerment Talk. Now, this program comes to you every Tuesday. We say at 8 p.m., but sometimes we come a little bit late due to some technical hitches, but we try to come every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Now, the program is sponsored by National Lottery Community Fund. They've made this possible, and this program is put together by Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. Now, I was going to take you through the website today just for you to know more about what Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is all about, the support services they offer to young girls here in the United Kingdom. Now, the lockdown has been eased a bit here in the United Kingdom. I don't know about your part of the world, but it does mean that we can go out and some of us can go to work, but it's not completely, how do you say, it's not completely relaxed. We are still watching things, and that means we still have to continue to keep social distancing, you know, maintain social distancing. We still need to continue to maintain personal hygiene everywhere we go. And of course, we know that quite a number of young girls and women and boys may still experience some forms of abuse or the other. So, Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is still here, and we always be there when you need support. So I am opening the show by informing you that Girls Empowerment Initiative UK will continue to support girls and women in our communities. And of course, to remind you of the Girls Club, the Girls Empowerment Club. We spoke about this club some few weeks ago with Mary, and we were using that opportunity to inform you about this club that is, very important for young girls, for little girls as well. Now, you are looking for a platform where they can learn how to use their own voice, a platform where they can build confidence, a platform where they can acquire skills. Then you're talking about Girls Empowerment Club. And you remember we said this club, they meet every Saturday online at the moment. They meet online every Saturday at 12 noon. I hope I got that correct. So I'm by myself today. I thought Mary would be coming on, but Mary is not coming on today. So hopefully next week. So now let me just take you through this wonderful support structure that's put in place in Basildon. So, Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is a globally awarded specialist empowerment and survival led organization for girls. And when I say survival led, I mean people who are involved. In fact, the director herself, Dr. Moshari, Princess Makoni herself, she has experienced so much. And then out of her own experiences, she is now supporting girls and women around the world. And she's built a strong team around this support structure. So, survival led, they are people who have their own experiences or who have had experiences in one form of abuse or one form of, social, cultural issue or the other. And these are the people who are at Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. So the aim is to empower, to give voice, to safeguard, to prevent. So we are talking about all the abuses that you can imagine happening to girls. So we are talking about, some cultural beliefs that people have now accepted to be the norm that are actually harmful and dangerous to young girls. Talking about issues like the female genital mutilation, FGM, in some part of the world, they call it circumcision. I remember somebody was asking me, what is wrong with circumcision? And I said, if you come to the United Kingdom, please don't ask that question. Because if you have plans or you try to circumcise or you circumcise your girl child, you will land in jail. Because here, we're saying it, we discussed it, myself and Mary last week, we discussed it. If you attempt to circumcise your girl child, your daughter, in the United Kingdom, especially if that child resides in the United Kingdom, you will be jailed if the government finds out. So it's not about somebody reporting you. It's not about it's about the authority catching up with you. You will go to jail. So we are talking about all the support structures that are in place to help those who have experienced maybe female genital mutilation, child sexual exploitation, like grooming, how they groom the young girls to become sex workers, or you are facing any honor based violence, or you are being forced into early marriage. You don't want that. You want education, but you're being forced into marriage. You can actually get support from Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. We say, because a number of people were asking me questions like, what about people who are not based in the United Kingdom? Okay, so what I can say about that is, even if you get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, we will try to link you with NGOs that are also believing in this kind of initiative in your part of the world. But Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is actually supporting young girls and women based in Essex. So we say based in the United Kingdom. So for the sake of those who are not here, so if you're based in the United Kingdom and you need support, then you can get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative. Also, if you know any young child and you suspect that something is not right, something is not in place, you're suspecting maybe, for instance, sexual abuse, maybe you can see some signs. You remember we discussed that sign, the signs as well, myself and Mary. We discussed all the signs that you need to watch out for to know if a girl is experiencing sexual abuse or she has experienced sexual abuse. We discussed all the signs that you need to look out for. We need to safeguard the little ones. I normally say, please mind that child. Although Girls Empowerment Initiative UK focuses on supporting your child, we're not leaving the boy child out as well. So if you know any boy child as well, you can report, or you can better still just call the police and let them know. See, the little ones are facing terrible, terrible experiences that they cannot even relay, that they can't even share with anybody. But you see that as time goes on, these experiences will affect these young children when they become adults, will affect them psychologically, emotionally, and it will affect every other aspect of their lives. So we are saying, if you notice anything, if you notice not, I mean, something is not in place, please get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, or better still, call the police. They say it's better you do that and nothing is wrong, rather than you doing nothing and you now find out that something was actually wrong and something terrible happens to the child. So instead of sitting back and then blaming yourself later, like, oh, had I known, report first. Let the authority look into that situation and safeguard that child. So I am just going to take you through some of the support structure in place, some of the support you can get from Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. Let me acknowledge our wonderful big sis. Thank you so much. Auntie Liz, hello. It's good to see you live as well. I mean, I'm not seeing you live, but it's good to know you're there. Thank you for your support all the time. And congratulations for the award that you just received. More grease to your elbows, as we say, more feathers to your cap. So, I am talking about the support structure that's put in place by Girls Empowerment Initiative UK for the girl child or for a woman. So, we are talking about all of these cultural and religious practices, these devastating practices that has become like norm in our communities. And remember, I mentioned FGM, which is very common. FGM is very common. A number of people are still arguing about it, but you know what? Don't do it. Don't cut the girl child anymore. It's a criminal offense. So don't even do it. Body shaming, like sexualization, internet grooming. See, there are a number of predators on the internet, and we cannot stress this enough. Watch your kids on the internet. Be part of whatever they are doing on the internet, because I was reading the news about a man. I think they said the man is 40 something years old, in posing as a 17-year-old on the internet, and he's been chatting with this 13-year-old girl for quite a while. He was trying to groom her. So now this is why it's important for us to watch out, to be part of what our children are doing on the internet, and to also stress also the danger of chatting with strangers. You need to let them know the dangers, because these kids, they think they are smart. When you're coming, they just close the browser. When they are chatting with somebody, the moment they hear your footstep, they just close the browser, and you won't be able to see what they've been doing, except you want to go to history, of course. But some of them are very smart as well. They go to history and they delete everything they've been doing. They think they are smart, but they are actually exposing themselves to danger. So we need to explain to them the dangers of chatting with strangers, because you cannot tell how old somebody is just by profile picture anymore, because they can just use anybody's profile picture. Like, I mean, anybody's picture as their profile picture. A 70-year-old man can just put the picture of an 18-year-old boy and say, that's me. So we have to be careful. So once they keep chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting, they won't even bother to call. They just keep chatting and chatting. And before you know it, they are inviting your child to come out. I remember my little boy was saying to me the other day, Mom, can I just go to the shop to buy something? And I've been out. I've been out shopping. He didn't tell me to buy anything for him. He didn't tell me he wanted anything. And I got home. As soon as I got home, it's like, Mom, can I pop to the shop to buy something? I said, have you been chatting with somebody? Are they asking you to come and meet them? And I said to him, don't do it. You're not going anywhere. Don't do it. If you have been chatting to a stranger and he's saying, pop out because I want to give you something, pop out because I bought you a game, or pop out because I bought you a shirt or something, don't even go there, because it's dangerous. That person could be somebody that will kidnap you. And you know what they're going to do? I told him, they're going to rip your heart and they're going to sell your heart. What do you think will happen to you? I was telling him, and we have these discussions regularly. You need to let them know that it's a serious issue. Don't sneak out to go and meet a stranger. Let them understand the dangers, the risks. So talk to them. Become your children's friends. Become friends with your children to the extent that they can open up and discuss and tell you anything. Okay? So if you're struggling with occupying your child, your girl child in this instance, you're struggling with occupying them, with positive activities, you don't know any extracurricular activity that you can introduce them to, then I want to invite you to Girls Empowerment Club. Okay? So this is where they have the opportunity to just be themselves. They are actually in charge of the club. They discuss what they want to learn. They discuss it and they agree, and the supervisors will now put the facilities in place for them. So the adults are just like facilitators. The kids actually decide, okay, next week we love to do this, we love to do that, and they discuss it with the grown-ups in charge of the groups. And of course, they learn loads of things. Before the lockdown, I was told they actually used to meet at the center, so they had physical meetings at the center. And they used to travel, I mean, they used to go for activities. They used to go, on trips, educational trips, and social trips, and so on and so forth. So once this lockdown is over, I believe that will resume as well. But for now, the meeting is on Zoom, it's virtual meeting. So right in the comfort of your room, in the comfort of your house, they will have a meeting. The girls will have their own girls empowerment club meeting. So let your daughters join this club. It's very important. And the phone number you need if you want to make more inquiries, the phone number that you need will be +44 79 51 522 790. That number is actually scrolling on the screen now. It's scrolling at the bottom now. Glory be to God. Thank you, sis. You're welcome, sis. So yes, because I'm home alone today, so I'm gonna be doing all the talking. Hopefully Mary will be here next week. But for today, as I'm here, I'm just taking you over all the support structures, all the support available from Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. So I'm stressing the Girls Empowerment Club, the one for young girls. I'm stressing the importance of this club, especially at this period that the kids. Well, let's say they are on holiday because it's July now. They're about getting on holiday. How do you plan to occupy them during this long vacation? How are you going to occupy them? What programs have you got in place for them? So that's why I'm inviting them to be part of Girls Empowerment Club. That's for young girls. And the meeting is on Zoom. I said earlier, the meeting is on Zoom every Saturday at 12 noon. I think I can remember that time correctly. Every Saturday at 12 noon. Just try. But if you want to know more, if you want to ask questions, if you need your support, then you need to be calling Girls Empowerment Initiative UK on +44 79 51 522 790. Why I'm saying +44 is because that is also the WhatsApp number that you need to call when you need support. Okay, so that's about Girls Empowerment Club. That's coming up every Saturday. Okay, so if you are a woman now, or a young woman, or a young lady, and you are experiencing some certain abuse, could be in your relationship, could be from a family member. Now, you don't have to be quiet over it anymore. You don't have to be quiet and suffer anymore. You can speak out now. You can speak to somebody. A number of people are actually trained to handle that situation now. I mean, maybe I would say some 20 years ago, some 15, 18, 10 years ago, maybe the structures were not in place properly to support people who are experiencing domestic abuse, domestic violence, sexual abuse, sexual harassment, and so on and so forth. But I tell you what, there is proper support in place now. You will get professional support. You get how do you say, even emotional support. You get physical support as well at this time. So for the COVID season, the National Lottery Community Fund um, has been distributed, and Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is one of the charity organizations that got the funding, and the funding is to support somebody. If you know somebody, or it could be yourself, who is experiencing any hardship because of this COVID-19, you can get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK for the support that you can get. So I don't want you now to start processing what support can you get. The flat or basic advice I give to people is you get in touch first. Discuss with somebody what you're going through, and then let them do the assessment and discuss with you the support structure in place. So you need to be calling the number scrolling on the screen now. But if you don't have access and you can't see that number, but you can hear me, the number to call will be +44 79 51 522 790. That's +44 79 51 522 790. So in case you're writing it, that's the number that you need to call. But if you cannot call, you can send a message, or better still, you can send WhatsApp message to somebody. So if you have internet connection, you can send WhatsApp message, and somebody will pick or get that message and get in touch with you to discuss your situation. So the promise is rebounds and rapid respond. So to support you to bounce out of whatever situation you are going through or you are facing, and to do that instantly, like instantly. I'm just going to apologize if you have called or you've sent a message and you think we didn't respond on time. I just want to apologize that we've got serious inquiries at this time. You cannot imagine serious volumes of inquiries at this time, and then we are doing everything possible to make sure that somebody gets in touch with you ASAP. So what we try to do is also to look into all the messages. If something sounds very urgent, that's why in your message you need to, actually say your situation, urgent, immediate, or something like that. But if you just want to have a discussion, then just send a message to say, can somebody get back to me? But if your case is urgent and you're not able to call the police, for instance, and then you just want to notify somebody like your case is urgent, this is what you're going through, then someone will try and get in touch with you. But I say, if you notice anything, first and foremost, you can call the police, please. Just please call the police. But if you just want support and you just want someone to discuss with you, to assess you, to look into the situation you are facing, and then you can use that WhatsApp number, send a message, and then somebody will get back to you. So if you're just joining us, this is Girls Empowerment Talk. And this program is put together by Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. It's sponsored by National Lottery Community Fund, and this is to empower, inform, and to educate the people about the support structure that is available for girls and women, especially during this challenging period that the world is facing. Thank you, Big Sis. She says, well done, sis. This initiative is very important. I wish many parents can tune in now to know more or need support with their children, especially the girls. Yes, I wish so. I wish so too. I wish more and more parents will just tap into this opportunity and enroll their girls. It's completely free, and enroll their girls in that club, the Girls Empowerment Club. It's free, it's absolutely free to join, and they have loads of activities to educate them, to empower them, to give them a boost, to help them to voice their opinion, to be, how do you say, to be confident, to be to be to be strong ladies. It helps them to also channel their energy positively. It helps them to be ambitious. It empowers them for the future, the skills that they need, for the future. So this is a very helpful club, especially as the long vacation is coming, the long holiday is coming. I know many of us were not going anywhere anyway. We are not going anywhere because of the situation on the ground. So if you're not going anywhere, then we need to engage. We need to engage the girls positively. We need to help them, structure something that they can do that is meaningful, that is more positive. I'm having a challenge now with a big fly that is flying about. Have you noticed the fly infestation in the United Kingdom? And a number of people called me and told me, have I seen it? It's like brood of flies, just flying about. And we've been experiencing that around as well. In fact, one of them is flying about my light as I'm speaking. So you are watching Girls Empowerment Talk. We are talking about the activities of Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. And of course, I'm using this special platform to inform mothers and, people, not just mothers, to inform people about Girls Empowerment Club. This is a special one for young girls in the United Kingdom, especially those ones that are based in Essex area. But I've been told that even if you're not based in Essex, if you don't mind uh, to bring the kids down, they meet at Basildon sometime. Sometimes they go on field trips, sometimes on social trips, but more now they are online. They meet via Zoom. So the girls come together on Zoom and they have their meeting, they have their discussions, they have activities, and it's a good platform to engage these girls meaningfully. So I've been talking about some of the activities of Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. Um, they've got they've got programs, well, just for the time the COVID-19 is on, some of the programs that were supposed to be physical programs have been shelved for now until all this is over, and then they can start having, most of these activities again. But if you need support, nothing has changed. That the support structure is still in place, so that has not changed. Get in touch, call the number, and somebody will be there to support you. Now, there will be support for professionals as well. Maybe you are not the one needing support, but you are the one who will love to give support. Then you can also get support to do that. Some professionals do get trainings. So, like, oh yes, let's say, oh, I'm a social worker and I'd love to be part of what you're doing. Yeah, that's also possible. You just have to get in touch with Dr. Mushari Betsy Makoni, who's the director of Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, and she'll be able to take you through all that process. So I'm just saying we can never have too many hands. There will always be a need for an extra helpful hand. So yes, get in touch if you think, oh yeah, I can help, I can support, or you think, oh, I have something, that can how do you say, that can complement what you're doing already. So Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, based in Basildon, Essex, they offer support and training to professionals. We're talking about professionals like social workers, medical professionals, the police, the teachers, you know. Now, these are people that we come in contact with, regularly. So most of them will work with girls as well. They'll be working with young women. Uh, so there will be support and there will be training in place for all those people who would like to work with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. I mean, you want to work with young girls. You want to support this vision. You want to how do you say, safeguard young girls. You want to know how to look out for the signs and maybe symptoms as well. As the signs and symptoms, you want to look out for, how do I know if someone has been mutilated? How do I know if somebody has been, like I will use the word, circumcised? What signs should I be looking out for? Or how do I know if somebody is facing abuse, some form of abuse? We have different terms. What signs should I be looking out for? You see, Girls Empowerment Initiative UK will give you trainings in all of these areas. So it doesn't matter what your profession is, you can also be trained, to be part of this. So they are also, like I mentioned earlier, the safeguarding issue. Safeguarding training is one of the very important trainings that Girls Empowerment Initiative UK will give to their volunteers, for the team and for people who want to be part of that. So you are not just coming to just sit down and just look, you're also coming to be trained yourself. So you're also coming to be empowered yourself so that you can empower the young girls. Um, so I'm just trying to take you through the website as it is now and the kind of support you can get uh, while the lockdown is on and even when the lockdown is over. So we are talking about one-to-one empowerment support for girls at risk. So if a girl is, a young girl or a little girl who's going through some challenges of harmful cultural and religious practices, beliefs, or attitudes, there is a program that is in place to support girls who are in this situation. So these programs have been designed to help them heal and to also teach them how to avoid becoming victim again. So it's not just enough to empower somebody or to support somebody to heal up and to survive but it's also important to train somebody to take care of themselves, how they can take care of themselves so that don't find themselves in that situation again, because that's what happens. Once somebody is a victim of abuse of any kind, they become vulnerable. And then you just see that they also fall victims over and over and over again. And you're wondering, is this person not learning anything? They are. But then if they're not getting the kind of support they need to help them identify, you understand, to help them identify, an abuser, or to help them identify abuse and to remove themselves from it, they'll keep falling into that trap. I remember myself as a young girl growing up. There are some things that happened to us as children, as young teenagers. And then you find out that as you move on in life, because of that vulnerability, you keep meeting people. Not that you're not meeting other people, but you keep meeting people who try to also suppress and oppress you. Maybe because they know you have been through something, or maybe because they just notice that you're vulnerable. So they're coming in through the angle where you're vulnerable, and then they want to commit that act, or that abuse again and again. And if a girl has not been trained to identify these traits, it's very easy for that girl child to keep falling victim every now and then. So Girls Empowerment Initiative will stand by you as you go through the journey to heal. You'll be empowered to take care of yourself, and then you also be trained to identify all those traits so that you're not falling victim again. If a girl has been a victim of child sex trafficking or child trafficking, as it is, how do you support such a girl to come out? So you empower them, you help them to get maybe education or training so that they can be self-reliant, and then you also train them to safeguard themselves. So these are the kind of support that I believe you will get from Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. I mean, there are so many empowerment initiatives out there that people will say, we support girls, we do this, and then you'll be wondering, what exactly are they doing? How exactly do they support, or are they supporting these girls? Is it all theory and no practical? But at Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, it's not just theory. We're not just talking about it. It's practical. So people actually get practical support. So young girls actually get practical support. There are structures in place to support young girls. So let me also at this time say a big thank you to our sponsors, the National Lottery Community Fund that's been given to make this program possible, and also to support the work the Girls Empowerment Initiative UK are doing here in the United Kingdom. A million thanks to them. And a special thanks to Dr. Mushari Betty Makoni for the hard work, for all the work and sacrifices she's putting into this vision. Of course, let me say a big thank you to the team as well, because Dr. Mushari is not doing this all by herself, to the wonderful team in place. And of course, to my darling Mary, who has been dazzling me for the good work she's putting into researching, into presentation, and all the information she brings to educate us, to enlighten us, to inform us, so that we know how to look out for all the young girls, the women around us. I just appreciate everybody. And of course, I appreciate myself too. And I appreciate all the wonderful people that are coming every now and then when the show is on to support us. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your contributions. Big Sis Elizabeth Lucas, she's one of them. We really appreciate you all the time for your support. Jacqueline as well, every now and then she comes on. And so many other ladies, there are two ladies, they are always on the show, and they join us from Dubai. I think the two of them join us from Dubai. I've not seen them tonight. If you're watching on Watch Party, I'll be doing Watch Party later. So if you're joining us on Watch Party, I say a big thank you to you as well. If we have a program and nobody's watching, then there's no point, is of no use. And can I also please plead with you, help us to share this program? Maybe it's not useful for you at this point in time. It could be something that will save somebody's life. So please share this program. And I also say, save that number, the number scrolling on your screen. Save that number, because one day, somehow, somebody will need that number. Somebody will need that help and support that Girls Empowerment Initiative UK that they offer. So save that number on your phone, please. Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, or just say GEI UK. And we are looking out for women. We are looking out for young girls, especially young girls who are prone to abuse. Well, every young girl is prone to abuse, and those who are facing like some cultural practices that the government of the United Kingdom is not happy with. Practices like female genital mutilation, it's a criminal offense. So we're talking about girls who are likely to be cut, girl child, the babies, the young girls, the little ones. So we are looking out for all of them like that. And we are looking out for girls who are likely to be groomed for sex trafficking. We are looking out for girls who are facing other cultural practices. Uh, you've heard about honor killing. Some people, I mean, some countries do this. Thank you so much, Big Sis. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. God bless you, ma. Thank you for sharing. So this is it. The an Asian lady was telling me about her experience. She will be taken back to her country because her father wanted her to marry somebody, and she didn't want to marry to somebody. She wanted to marry an English boy who is her boyfriend. So because her father noticed that she's been mingling with this English boy, this girl will be taken to, I think, India or so. She'll be removed from the United Kingdom and she'll be taken to India. Thank God one of her classmates heard about this and the matter was reported to the head teacher. And the head teacher, of course, called the safeguarding unit, and the police got involved, the social services got involved, and they managed to save this girl. And she now said she's been threatened that she'll face honor killing if she remains, in the United Kingdom. If she will not go to India, that she will face honor killing. And then I asked someone to explain to me. I mean, I've been hearing about it. I have an idea. I had an idea, and I said to somebody, "Can you explain to me what this honor killing is?" He said, "Well, because a girl like that, is now, how do you say, she's now classified as somebody trying to bring shame to the family. That for some people, they'll say it's better to kill her than for her to leave and bring shame to the family. So they rather eliminate such a child." So I thought, wow. So now, Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is looking out for girls in this situation. So if you hear about any stories like that, okay, you can call the police, please. You can call the police, but better still, you can also call Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. That number scrolling on your screen. Let us know about it. Okay? So we need to look out for everybody. We need to look out for the girls. We need to look out for the women as well. So it's not just the girls and the women as well. So maybe somebody facing some form of abuse in their relationship, but you know how it is. Most of the time, the people who are experiencing abuse, maybe they don't know it's abuse, or maybe they know, but they always have a reason in their mind why they cannot remove themselves from that abuse. They need help. So somebody who is experiencing this form of abuse needs help. This person who is the perpetrator, who's the abuser, needs help. So by speaking out on behalf of these people, you're not a snitch. You are actually helping them. Except the abuser decides not to get help, but an abuser needs help as well. So it's a two-way thing. Some people have been reformed. They got help, they got support, they went for some courses, and they managed to overcome that challenge, and they turned a new leaf. Some relationships actually survived, but most relationships don't. So the best thing is to remove yourself from the abuser. Remove yourself from abuse. But like I said, most people who are experiencing abuse don't know how to remove themselves. So this is why the support of people around them is important. If you notice something is not in place, have a word with the person, try to find out, try to communicate and find out what's going on. If you suspect abuse, then you need to tell the police, or you need to call Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. Because if you think, oh, calling the police, how are you going to say, oh, they won't come? It's not an emergency. It's not urgent. Nobody is being killed. Nobody is shot. No one is stabbed. So the police may not respond on time. Then please call Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. And I promise you, trust me, something will be done about it. So let us all work together. Let us all come together to safeguard, to support, and to prevent abuse of any form to a girl child or to a woman. So I'm talking about harmful cultural practices and the kind of support available from Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. I'm also talking about girls empowerment clubs for young girls. I've also spoken about empowering professionals on all the 30 plus harmful cultural and religious practices, beliefs, and attitudes. Okay, I was going to ask Mushari about this. When all of this is over, it will be nice for people who work closely with girls. If you work closely with girls, for instance, maybe you are a Muslim, I mean, in the mosque, on the church, or you have a club for young people, and you want some trainings for yourself to be able to empower the young people that you work with, then I think Girls Empowerment Initiative UK will be able to put something together to help you support these girls properly. So remember to join the girls club. If you have been affected by anything that you have seen, if you have been affected in any way by all the things I have mentioned so far, I've mentioned the female genital mutilation, FGM. I've mentioned the honor killing. I've mentioned the arranged marriage, child marriage, the forced marriage. I've mentioned child abuse, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation. If you know anyone who has been affected by any of this, or even if you are the one, please, I want you to get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK for support. If all of these experiences are affecting you in any way, in any form, there is a support structure in place that I want you to come and make use of. Okay, so if you are also happy and you want to support Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, then how can you do this? Now, you can refer a girl for support. Okay, so if that's why we all need to be on the lookout for all the young girls, all the girls, the young ladies, the young mothers around us. We need to be on the lookout. I mean, it used to be when we were young, the whole community was looking out for everybody. It wasn't just our parents. I think, that's the best form of human relations. So invite Girls Empowerment Initiative UK for Girls Empowerment Talk at your school, your church, your mosque, your university, colleges, your meetings. You can invite Girls Empowerment Initiative UK for a Girls Empowerment Talk. So you want to you want to gather your teenage members, like you are a church or you're a mosque, or whatever association you have formed, and you have some young girls and you want some empowerment talk for them, then you can get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. Okay, you can form a girls empowerment club in your area too, if you're really, really keen. So you can get support to form a girls empowerment club in your area. For instance, as I'm here now, I will form a girls empowerment club eventually. because I've seen some young ladies here and there that are getting familiar with me. And once in a while, I stop to chat them up, like, so what are you doing? What's your interest? Have you been coping with COVID-19 and so on and so forth? So I'm beginning to get some, interaction. So you can also join Girls Empowerment Initiative UK's training for professionals and parents. So especially parents, it's another, how do you say, there's a way my boy says, it says we are in another, not era, but there's a way they put it, that our generation is this generation and their generation is some sort. We need to understand this generation. And how do you understand if someone is not teaching you, someone is not really breaking it down for you properly, then you may not even know how to relate with the teenagers, with the young people. Because I mean, seriously, our generation is quite different. Things are done differently. What they are experiencing is different from what we experienced when we were younger. So you need support. You need to learn about how to handle and manage the teenagers, the young people. Then Girls Empowerment Initiative UK has got some training in place for professionals and for parents. You can join internships and student placements. So if you know somebody who is looking for student placement, where they can, do their placement, or they just need internship, then they can also get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. That number is scrolling on the screen. That's the same number. Get in touch, or let me just tell you now, +44 7951 522 790. Or better still, get to Girls Empowerment Initiative .co.uk. That is Girls Empowerment Initiative.co.uk, and drop a message, and somebody will get back to you. That is if you need to know more about internship or student placement. You can speak out. You can speak about your experiences. You can speak out on behalf of somebody. You can also speak out on behalf of Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, like I am doing now, and talk about the programs they have, the support structures they have, the activities they have, the clubs they have. You can volunteer as well, or you can donate. That one too is very important. You can also donate to support the work that Girls Empowerment Initiative UK are doing in the United Kingdom. Visit the website girlsempowermentinitiative.co.uk, to read more about the wonderful work that they have been doing, especially in Essex in the United Kingdom, supporting all the young girls, empowering them, teaching them how to speak up, teaching them how to be bold and strong, supporting them with their educational career choices, and so on and so forth. So please donate. That donation too is very important. Now, you can train as a girl expert. You can train, you can become a girl expert. So Girls Empowerment Initiative UK offer training on FGM, child sexual exploitation, and all forms of gender-based violence. So you can say, oh, I would love to start a club, and we want to be supporting victims of gender-based violence. But how do I go about it? Where do I start from? I don't even have any training. I don't have an idea. So get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. So this is not about, oh, Girls Empowerment Initiative has done everything. No, it's about offering that service, making sure that more and more people are getting that service. So we are happy to extend the trainings to other people outside, to other organizations, to other individuals who are interested in working with young girls, especially on any gender-based violence. So you need trainings in that area. Please get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, or visit the website Girls Empowerment Initiative.co.uk, or send an email to info@girlsempowermentinitiative.co.uk. I mean, one way or the other, you will get the details that you need. Okay. Finally, you can register as a role model and be matched with a girl to support and befriend. You see, there's so many young girls out there who are actually in need of role models. The role models they have would be Rihanna, would be Beyonce, would be, you know what I mean, the celebrities. There's nothing wrong with that. But we want role models that the young girls can emulate. They can see, like, you know what, I want to be like Dr. Mushari Betty Marconi, or I want to be like, so. And they can actually see the person, and you can see the character and the lifestyle and the impact, the positive impact that this person is making. So we want our girls to be able to emulate, you know, role models who are actually making positive impacts and who can actually affect their lives or infect their lives positively. So if you want to be a role model, then please get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative UK, and let's talk more about that. So don't forget student internship as well. You need placement, especially at this time. Most university students are looking for placements, internships. Or no, for the younger ones, please get in touch. Volunteering, maybe you want to volunteer so that you can gain experience as well. It will be nice on your CV, because Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is established, properly established charity organization in the United Kingdom. So get in touch. Look at the numbers on the screen. Those are the numbers that you need to get in touch when you want to make any inquiry. So this is, in a nutshell, what Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is all about. All of that and even more. So when this lockdown is over, then the center will be open again, and then you get to know more about the opening times and how you can get there, the support you can get. But it's good if you just call that number or send a message to the number scrolling on your screen, or a WhatsApp message to the number scrolling on your screen. Thank you so much. Thank you, sis Julie Godaro. Thank you for joining us again. Yeah, I was just acknowledging all the people who have been supporting us on this show so far. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So I've just been talking about all the support structures available that has been put in place by Girls Empowerment Initiative UK to support girls and women, especially in the Essex area here in the United Kingdom. And of course, every week I say it, that you don't have to live in that area to get support. If you're a girl and you are experiencing some challenges, let me just put it mildly like that, you're experiencing some challenges, or you need to talk to somebody urgently, or you are in a situation that you need to remove yourself, then please get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative. As I'm speaking, if you can hear my voice, save that number on your phone, please. Let that number be permanently on your phone. +44 7951 522 790. Please save that number. Let it be on your phone ready. You can save it as eyes. You can save it as eyes. You can save it as, well, maybe not as eyes, because eyes is supposed to be somebody who is your family. In case of emergency, something happened, they will call. You can save it as GEI, actually, GEI, Girls Empowerment Initiative. Or you can just put Girls Empowerment, and then, or if you like, you can even save it as Mushari Betty Marconi, or just say Betty Marconi or something. Just save it as something that will remind you of the purpose of that number. So if you notice anybody experiencing any form of abuse, especially if their life is in danger, call the police. Please call the police. And if you like, you can call Girls Empowerment Initiative as well. Now, if you need support, you're going through difficulties, you're experiencing some emotional challenges, depression, or you're experiencing some mental challenges, and you need support, you need to talk to somebody, you need help. During the COVID-19, Girls Empowerment Initiative UK actually got funding to even support people who are having challenges to feed, to eat, to put food on the table. Yeah, some people actually got support with that. Like you say, you know what, I want to communicate with people, but I haven't got any internet at home and I haven't got any data on my phone. Some people actually got some money to top up their phones. Yeah, some people did. And actually, one of the charities in my area, they are also, doing something. Is the women of faith. They were actually helping people during this challenging period, giving out laptops and tablets and so on and so forth. I qualified for a tablet from them as well. Women of Faith in Gravesend. I qualified for a tablet as well. So there are so many support structures in place during this period, and even as we go on as well. So it's not just during COVID-19. Supports are in place. So I'll keep saying, don't just be there suffering. Please speak out, speak to somebody, ask for help. The worst that can happen is some people can say no to you. But Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is a professional body. It is survivor led. So there are people who have experienced certain challenges in life as well at this end. So get in touch and then you get the help and the support. Don't be shy. Please, don't be shy, especially if you have young kids with you. Don't be shy and allow those kids to suffer. Maybe there are times in life when we have to bury our pride, bury the shame, and ask for help. And during this period, this COVID-19 season, so many of us are experiencing challenges. So I don't want to say so many people, so many of us. Let's be real and let's tell the truth. So many of us are experiencing challenges, but somehow we're getting support. So this is why I keep saying it. Please don't suffer in silence. Ask for help and you will get it. Get in touch with Girls Empowerment Initiative. You can get in touch on behalf of somebody, especially if you can talk to that person. Like, you know what? I know charities that can support you at this time. Do you want me to speak to them? Do you want me to speak on your behalf? Or do you want their number? But if you know this person is shy and don't want the number, get their permission and then you can pass on their details to Girls Empowerment Initiative UK. So, you can't pass on people's details anyhow anymore. So you have to get their permission, their consent before you can do that. So it's just to let you know that Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is all here for you, especially if you're a young girl or you're a woman, you're single mother, you're married, whatever your status, it doesn't really matter. Ask for help first. It's not about, oh, I'm suffering, I'm going through this, or I don't have my papers and I have to die in this situation. No, you don't have to die in that situation. There is help for you. Like I remember a social worker that was uh, involved with my situation some 11 years ago. He said to me at that period, that year, he said, though you are not entitled to, although you don't have recourse to public fund, he said, but there are some other funds that are legal funds that you can get. And so that's the same thing I'm saying to you. Or you may think, oh, my situation, or because of my papers, or because of my immigration status, oh, no, I don't want to expose myself. No. Girls Empowerment Initiative UK is to support you. It's not an immigration center to detain you. So please don't suffer and kill yourself. Ask for help. Help is available. All right, at this point, let me just acknowledge the wonderful people who are supporting us, who are cheering us on the program. Auntie Elizabeth Lucas, thank you so much, big sis. Thank you for your support all the time. My wonderful sis, Julie Igodaro, thank you also. I appreciate you. Thank you for all your wonderful support. And please remember to help us share this program. If you are watching on Watch Party, thank you so much for your support. And also remember to help us share this so that many people can get to know about the support structure available, especially here in the United Kingdom. And even if you're not based in the United Kingdom and you want to speak out, we'll may be able to link you with other charity organizations in your country that can help you. So on this note, I'm going to say a big thank you to all of you for joining me. I'm home alone this week. Probably next week, maybe Mary will be here. Um, I'm not sure how long more we're going to have this show, and I'm not sure how long it's going to run for. But when you see us on Tuesdays, please support us and help us to share the good news. I am VOO. That's what you call me. And whatever you decide to do for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week, please do take care of yourself and look out for somebody.